Are we on? I'm coming to you all to bring you this video in regards to some of the problems that we have that are plaguing this great nation of ours. And one of the things that I want to start off by talking about is deceit. Currently, right now in this state of Arkansas, we have several state police officers and even some federal officers that are being indicted on prostitution and drug problems and running drug rings. It saddens me and it puts a damper on the public image of civil servants, because me being a civil servant myself, it will cause people to lose confidence in the very government that they have. Now you have people that have given their lives, you have people that have given their families, given up their time, and to run into some issues where you have public officials that are taking drugs and dope and controlled substances, and they're putting them back on the streets for our children and for other people to use. I find myself, I have a problem with that. And it's very important that we stop allowing these things to enter into our society and get people back to God so that they may understand the error of their ways. When you have a person that is a badge toting person, or a person that's toting a weapon, a person that is supposed to be protecting you, but then you also look and see that this person is helping to destroy our lives, we have some problems with that. And one of the main things that we need to look at and we need to focus on is that these people that really turn their mind away from God and become focused so much on money and on greed. It's time for us as a great nation and as a people to stand up for righteousness. We're having these major problems to where we're electing people to oversee us, and the whole time these people are ruining our lives. It's time for us to wake up and come to the understanding that God is not going to bless this nation unless we first repent and change our ways. We have so many times where we have public officials, we have preachers, pastors, we have deacons that are doing things against God, but yet standing up to proclaim salvation and to proclaim holiness. I have a problem with that. And so I want to talk about that for just another brief second. When we have allowed for people to, we have allowed for so much corruption to come into our lives that is disseminating down through the ranks, from the government to, and I'm talking federal and local state governments. I'm talking about filtering down to our families, filtering down in our jobs, because people have turned away from the morals that would make this country such a great country. And what I want to refer to even a little more to is how greed has entered into our hearts and caused us to ruin the lives of so many others. It's time for us that we put these things down. It's time for us that we understand that God has a purpose and a calling for each and every last one of us. It's our duty to find that. Stray away from these things that are ruining the lives of people. Right here in this state of Arkansas, we got a state trooper that is out handcuffing people and trying to take drugs off the street. But then you turn right back around and those drugs you put back out on the street, and then you get caught doing the exact same thing that you was arresting people for. You're a hypocrite. You're a false preacher. And it's time that we get ourselves away from those things. It's time that we get ourselves from these things that really ruin the lives of a lot of people. In conclusion, I want to say this. God is not going to hear this nation. God is not going to hear our cries until we first turn. from our ways and get back to him. He says, for then will I hear from heaven and I will heal the land. He did not say, well, get it right on Monday and Tuesday and I'll check back with you on Wednesday. He said, then will I heal the land. It's time for us, America. It's time for us to change and repent and leave this mess alone. There should not be any reason why any, and I do mean any, person that is in the public eye should be caught up in all kinds of infractions of deceit and beguilement. It's ruining the lives of people. That is all.